We all know the rush of day one. You set a massive, life-altering goal, map out the timeline, and feel an untouchable surge of energy to finally get it done. But a few weeks, or sometimes just days, later, you hit a wall. The friction sets in, the routine feels impossible, and that initial motivation completely and inexplicably evaporates. This presents a strange biological paradox. If you genuinely desired that massive goal, why did your brain suddenly refuse to supply the energy required to pursue it? Society gives us a very simple answer. We blame ourselves. We assume we lack willpower, discipline, or the mental toughness to see it through. Failing to stick to a massive ambition is rarely a character flaw. It is a biological misunderstanding of the neurochemical equation that actually governs human drive. For decades, popular culture has pitched dopamine as the brain's pleasure chemical, a reward we experience only when we eat something sweet or scroll through social media. Modern neuroscience reveals a far more mechanical reality. Dopamine is a strict prediction and reinforcement engine. Motivation is a highly calculated biological response designed by evolution. It is a chemical signal deployed to maximize our survival through continuous, efficient learning. Chasing massive, distant goals starves this biological engine. Think about what happens in your nervous system when you commit to a major transformation that requires months or years of grinding effort before yielding any tangible result. This chart illustrates your biological baseline of dopamine, regulating daily motivation. Your brain constantly calculates reward prediction error, weighing immediate effort against the payoff's timeline. Expecting a return on hard work, but getting nothing in the present moment, dopamine levels crash below the baseline. Your biology does not interpret this as a lesson in delayed gratification. It reads this neurochemical drop as a definitive failure signal. That chemical deficit translates directly into your physical reality. You experience exhaustion, brain fog, and a sudden, highly rationalized urge to quit the goal entirely. Without immediate milestones, the resulting neurochemical environment forces your own biology to shut down your efforts. The strategy to bypass this trap is to invert the scale. You break the massive ambition down into a micro-win so small it is practically effortless to execute. The exact moment you achieve that tiny step, the chart's line instantly shoots upward. This concentrated release, phasic dopamine, is a direct communication signal sent straight to the basal ganglia, confirming that the specific action you just took was successful. This positive reinforcement provides strict instructions to your brain's circuitry. That action was productive. Do it exactly like that again tomorrow. Repeated spikes of phasic dopamine from daily micro-wins trigger neuroplasticity, physically altering the brain to make the behavior easier. Stacking micro-wins provides the biological scaffolding required to wire long-term habits into the brain. When we look at elite performers, they do not possess superhuman willpower. They rely entirely on this neurochemical framework. Historical feats of extreme physical endurance and elite athleticism are rarely born from chaotic, massive bursts of effort. They are rooted in highly structured, repetitive microactions, like maintaining a single synchronized stride. Mastery in highly complex cognitive skills operates the exact same way. Musicians do not conquer complicated pieces all at once. They break tasks down into isolated scales and automated, repetitive finger placements. Behavioral strategies like habit stacking, cue management, and environmental design provide a framework for consciously triggering these daily dopamine loops. True discipline is the mastery of engineering an environment that facilitates small, continuous dopamine spikes. As these micro-wins compound over weeks and months, your prefrontal cortex stops struggling with conscious decision-making. The neurological handoff occurs. The once difficult behavior is transferred entirely to your subconscious systems, becoming fully automated and creating effortless ripples through your daily routine. What begins as an artificial, manufactured chemical spike eventually transforms into a permanent neurological structure. Trading the pursuit of massive goals for the precise chemistry of small wins shifts the baseline of what we do, and eventually, who we are.